I want to tell you the story of a husband and wife who are deeply, completely in love with each other. Their bond is so intense that they're incredibly dependent on one another, so much so that life without the other almost feels impossible. But suddenly, everything changes. One day she gets devastating news. Her husband, while driving through the nearby forest, lost control of the car, veered off the road, and tragically crashed into a tree. He didn't survive. Now she's left alone. She had always dreamed of having a child with him, someone who could carry his memory forward. One day, she starts feeling nauseous and briefly thinks she might be pregnant. For a moment, she feels a spark of hope, but after taking a test, she realizes it was just a false alarm. There's no baby. She hears about a company that claims it can create a highly advanced, lifelike robotic replica of her husband, complete with his appearance, personality, and even emotional responses. Eventually, the package arrives, and now all that's left is for her to open the door and face what's inside. Nervous, anxious, and filled with mixed emotions, she slowly begins to open the box. Inside, she finds a human-like robot, wrapped in plastic, an eerily perfect copy of the man she lost. Once fully charged, the robot begins to function. It walks down the stairs and stands in front of her. She's stunned, frozen between disbelief and amazement, as she comes face to face with something that looks exactly like her husband. Now she has him back in her home, but not really. He looks human, talks like a human, and even shows emotions. He's responsive, attentive, and completely devoted to her, almost like he's programmed to fulfill her every need. Missing the intimacy they once shared, she starts to imagine this robot as her real husband and wants to reconnect with him on that level. But the robot doesn't fully understand what to do. It lacks that natural instinct. But things start to get strange. The robot begins acting in unexpected ways, nothing like her real husband. The story shows how weird and emotional it can be to live with something that feels human, but isn't. This is actually an episode of the series Black Mirror, Season 2, Episode 1. The episodes aren't connected, so you can watch this one on its own. On this channel, we introduce some of the best movies and series out there. So if you're into watching great stories like this, we'd love to have you join our community.